Hello, my name is Marilena Petridou. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner based in Athens, Greece. This is a series of recordings under the general title Crawling into Walking, part of Move Better, Feel Better Feldenkrais Awareness Summit. Lesson 5. Traveling on Hands and Knees. For this lesson, you will need padding for your knees. You can use small flat pillows or a folded blanket or yoga mat. Make sure the padding is not too thick. It shouldn't elevate you too much from the floor. You can also use knee pads if you have them. Please lie on the floor, on your back, with your legs and arms long, or keep your knees bent with your feet standing. Notice your contact with the floor. How do various points contact the floor, like the pelvis, the lower back, on one side and the other, the ribs, the shoulders? How does the head rest? How do your arms and legs rest? Which way are your hands facing? Are your fingers clenched or are they long and easy? Feel your weight on various areas and your sense of length on the floor. Roll from one side and come to stand on your hands and knees. Use the padding if you need. Is this position you choose for your hands and knees easy for you? The distance between your two hands and the distance between the knees. Are the knees under your hip joints and the hands under your shoulders or not? Make any appropriate adjustments so that you can support yourself the easiest way. What is your sense of stability? Keep your hands, wrists, shoulders and hips as soft as possible. Try a couple of times to lift your right knee from the floor, a small amount. Let it detach and touch again. Do not lift the foot, just the knee. Feel what's happening in your back and pelvis, how the weight shifts to other parts. Then try the same with your left knee. Try it a few times on the other side and see how this is different. How do you organize? Try the movement gently with no force or rush. Rest and try to alter from one knee to the other now. Once lifting the right one and once the left one. Without the feet, only the knees, and feel how your back is changing. Feel how the feet are touching the floor. Play a little bit with the distance of your knees between them. What is it like to stand in a wider base or a very narrow one? Try and feel the difference and choose your ideal distance. Rest by lying on your back. Slowly come to your back and find your contact with the floor again. Feel any changes that might have happened. How do you touch the floor now? Roll from the side and come to stand again on your hands and knees. And this time, try the same with your right arm, lifting it a little bit off the floor and come back. Just detach and touch. Try it a few times and feel what is happening in your shoulder, in your shoulder blade, in your ribs, and even more distant parts like the legs and pelvis. How does the head move, if any? Now try the same with your other hand, the left one, and notice what is different on this side. What is it like to lift the left hand off the floor and touch again? Now try to move one after the other. When one hand touches, the other detaches, and so on. Play with taking the hands far apart. See what this place is like. And then try to put them very close together, or somewhere in between. Play with those distances and find the most efficient for your balance. Let it go and rest in sitting or in lying. Come again to the same position on your hands and knees. And start now to lift the right leg and hand at the same time. The whole right side is lifting. See how you organize this. Look for the ease in the movement. And now try the other side, the left hand and the left knee. And notice the difference. Now try another variation. Try to lift the hands and knees in diagonals. So start from the right hand and left knee. Lift them together a few times. Notice the timing of the movement. Does the hand and knee lift together or not? Then try to lift the other diagonal, your left hand and right leg. Now alter from one diagonal to the other. Play and notice the difference in your balance, in the sensation, in the way that your back moves, and where the weight is transferred each time. Let that go and rest on your back. Observe how you rest in this state. What is touching the floor now differently? What is more clear about the image you have? How do the shoulders and ribs lie? How does the pelvis touch on one side and the other? Come to the same position again. Use your padding if needed. And find the place for your hands and knees. Notice now if this position is different from before. Is it organized differently? Gently shift your weight back and forth on your hands and knees and notice how the spine moves. What is the head and your eyes doing? How is your neck area moving? Try to keep this movement small and fluid, but at the same time, keep it firm. Notice your breathing and make sure you do not interrupt it. Stop this and take a couple of steps forward with your hands and knees. See which one you moved first, which one second, in what order and coordination. Do the hands and knees move at the same time or one after the other? Try to keep their movement synchronized for a while. Go back and forth with a few steps. Then try to move the left and the right side together as one. When the right hand lifts or touches, also the right knee touches. And try the same on the left side. One side lifts and travels forward and then the other one. Try the same backwards. Notice what kind of crawl that creates. How does the head and the spine move now? How does the weight transfer? Make small movements and make the movement as clear as possible. Rest a bit on your belly by resting your head to your easy side and the arms and hands wherever it is comfortable. Then rise onto your knees and bring your forearms and palms resting on the floor underneath your chest. Try the same action as you did before, but now only using the forearms. Travel a few steps forward and then back, using opposition in your arms and legs. Observe how your ribs move, your pelvis, and your head. What is different from before? Come to stand on your hands and knees and simply begin to walk on these 4 points. Look with your eyes to where you go and become curious about the space around you. Let your eyes lead your way and go towards a place or object. Take frequent breaks if you need by sitting on the floor and continuing after a few moments. Continue by bringing your chin forward and the rest of the back every time you take a step forward. Think of the idea of picking up something from the floor with your chin. Keep the movement simple, slow and small. How does your spine, your legs and your arms move when you do that? What about your pelvis? Then go back to the simple crawl for a while and see if that changed in a way. Gently roll and come up to standing. Observe yourself in standing and walking and notice your sensations and the new information that occurred from this lesson. This is Marilena Petridou. You can find more about me and my activities in my blog marilenapetridou.weebly.com and also in my Facebook profile Marilena Petridou. You also may check Feldenkrais on Tour on Facebook. It is a Feldenkrais retreat I co-organize in the Greek island of Crete.